Hello everyone, I'm Drax, this is Draxatron, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 2 of Let's Play Atomfall. I'm glad you're here and chose to visit, and I hope you'll enjoy today's adventure. Let's get into it, shall we? Now, last we left off, we had stopped in here at the Grendel's Head, talked with Alf, the proprietor, nice guy. Gave the impression he might have known a few things more than what he felt comfortable saying, but given how much secrecy there is surrounding whatever happened at the atom plant, you can see it over there, I could kind of understand. We don't want to provoke the wrong people now, do we? Anyway, we had a couple of leads to investigate. These were unrelated to the main quest, but Alf wanted us to go and see a few people. Eric and Skethermore and Nora. But then there was also, where is it? Here we go. Molly, who we ran into at the trader's camp before we reached the village, had given us information about a large pair of doors that people couldn't get open that she said might be the entrance to the interchange, rumored entrance, at a bunker on the hillside overlooking the quarry. Now, before we go after any of those, I think let's go try to find this one. This note we picked up, someone had some information about the interchange. They buried it in an attempt to preserve it in case they needed to remember where they came from, where they buried the secret, such and such. The ominous ending, do not listen to the voices. There's been a couple of people mention these voices. No telling what that could be. But we are going to go after this. Hopefully the soldiers will let us back out of the village. And then when we get done, they'll let us back in again. But given the way things seem to be around Wyndham, sounds like they might be obliging enough to wave us back through without any issue. Hello? Oh, someone's ringing in again. Alright then. Now, even assuming that is the same person that was on the phone we encountered when we left the bunker we started the game in, start asking questions. Who is this person? What do they want? And why are they giving us cautionary warnings? I guess we'll find out as time goes on. There we are, moving up the hill.
Citizens of Wyndham, the army is here to help and protect you. Trust us and help us to help you. Follow the protocol.
That fella sure likes to talk, doesn't he?
Protocol is no longer responsible for your safety.
You don't say.
The area you are entering is known to contain outlaws, lunatics, and monstrosities. Remember, a warning shot is a wasted bullet. You have been warned.
All right, then. Thank you, Mr. Voice. Let's not get too turned around here. Okay, now there's some of the friendly local outlaws. They will kind of leave you be if you don't mess with them too much. But avoiding them can be the real trick.
Slow now. Let's have no trouble.
Like that one right there. See, he's already noticed us. Let's see if we can skirt around them.
Have they gone?
Yeah, they've gone. Oh. Okay, let's see here. 75. So somewhere over in this area near the pond, lake, whatever that is. Let's see if we can maneuver around the outlaws as much as possible. Hop, skip, and a jump. What's this? Lost your way? Natural tonics and remedies for physical ailments or aimless spirits. Come to the old mine in Casterfell Woods. Let Mother Jago guide you. A small map indicating the location of the old mine has been scribbled beneath. Interesting place to put an advertisement. Now, had you come in the other door, you'd have gotten a very nasty surprise. I have run afoul of Molotovs twice in this game so far. It's not fun. See what we've got here. A cache. Ooh. A nail bomb. That could be fun. Right. Let's see where we are. Now, unless I'm completely misreading the map, it sounds like the coordinates... Oh! Another bunker. What the heck? Let's poke around. Now here is another one of those pneumatic dispatch tubes. Oh, okay, so that can't go in there. Right then. Let's leave that in there for the time being. Just open up a little bit of space. Ah, there's another one of those. Ferals. Let's not get too close just yet. There's another one there. Now, the last time I encountered a feral was in bunker L7, I believe it was. It didn't react well to my presence, unsurprisingly. But a Molotov finished it off. I have no Molotovs, but I would hope that a shotgun might offer a little defense. Let's try to take this ugly out. Oh, hello. Okay, there we go. I don't have room for scrap, but okay. Let's see what's in here. What have we got? Heavy survival knife. High damage, average attack speed, fast attack speed. Okay. So let's switch out the pistol since we have no ammunition for it with that. Might come in useful until we can get some more bullets. There's some gunpowder. Shotgun ammo string. Ooh, interchange access. Let's see here. British Atomics Research Division, August 1957. Official memo to all employees. The new Slatton Dale entrance to the interchange is now accessible to staff. The entrance can be found at grid reference 31.077.8. Please note that construction work is still ongoing and caution using this entrance is advised. Okay. Anything else of use in here? Oh, water. Building a better British future. Mm-hmm. There's quite a few of these ferals down here. Oh my goodness. Well, that didn't work, did it? Feral spit attacks cause infection, move away when they start to spit. I don't recollect one trying to spit on me before, but I just may have not been paying attention. Alright then. Try to remember that for the future. Is something moving around besides me? For a moment, it sounded like it. That takes us back to where we were near the beginning. Oh, okay. It's like a pair of... Woo! That didn't work either, did it? So much for being bold with a blade. Alright then. We'll switch back to our trusty shotgun then. Oh, my land. Really? Well, I guess I can say with certainty that I am no good at hunting ferals. At least not with the weapons I have. Maybe when I find something a little bit more useful. And that tosses a little bit more lead downrange, I will come back by here and try again. If nothing else, we got that useful memo about the location of the interchange here in Slattendale. Alright, let's try to line ourselves up here to make sure we're headed where we need to go. So somewhere over there toward the lake. Now this is the area where in the last episode I got into a scrap with an endless number of outlaws, essentially. And oh,
Steady now. Let's have no strife.
terrific. Now they're going up the mountain path. No strife, friend. I'll go around the long way. Wait a minute. Hello? Okay. Let's see one more time. Okay, so I need to head this direction. So somewhere on the opposite side of this little creek here. One more time. Ah, here's the old quarry. What's left of it, anyway. There's a watchtower there, but doesn't look like there's anybody in it right now, anyway. I could come through here later, and there could be somebody standing up there taking pot shots at me. I hear her whistling.
Don't go asking for trouble or you'll get it. What the? There were a big bang. Is it over? Let's scare him off.
No, I'm just going around this way.
Let's just take a minute. Cool down.
Huh? What's
There's no need for violence.
Fair enough. No need for violence.
Let's be sensible.
You gotta love how they'll say nobody wants trouble, but the minute they think you're squaring up on them or you're getting too close, they'll get really violent. Start shooting at you.
They've done a runner.
Well,
Nothing here. Course.
let's double check that location one more time. $29.70. So roughly where I am,
Bloody fuss over nothing.
but whoops, don't jump down the cliff.
Steady now. Let's not have a panic.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think that guy was following me,
He wants trouble.
which he probably is.
Let's take this. Don't do anything stupid, eh? Let's have no trouble.
Okay.
Not at all.
I'm not entirely sure. Wading through the water. What the? A swarm. Oh, there's the couch. Well, that's... That's not very nice. Not to mention, it didn't really seem to help. Come on now, get up there. Against my better judgment. Damn it. I did not mean to do that. What does that say? Oh, what's this? Slatendale radio tower keycard. Oh. then. Looks like this poor guy holed up in here and just didn't make it. Now, unless I was reading this map completely wrong, the buried secrets should be somewhere in the area just on the opposite side of the quarry from where I am. But oddly enough, I don't get any alert from the metal detector. And I'm wondering if I'm going about this splash all wrong, which is very, very likely. But you know what? You have to learn by doing when you play these games. Oh, hello. And there's them clowns hanging out around over there. Let's give them a moment, see if they keep following the path around the rim of the quarry.
Just calm down. No need for upset.
Nobody's excited, sweetheart. You stay over there, I'll stay over here. Somewhere right around in here. Near the great flooded, whatever you want to call this thing. Not really a reservoir. Let's see. One more time. So somewhere over in here. Oh, what do we got here? See what we've got. Survey says, aha, lead resolved. Let's take a look. 21st October 1957. We need to get out of the interchange. Keep calm, be damned. That wasn't a small explosion at the plant. Use the Slattendale exit. Go there as soon as you get this before they seal the doors, and they will. I've read the protocol. I found you somewhere to lie low. Stay alive, Sam. I'll find you. Below is a hastily scrawled map of Slattendale indicating an entrance to the interchange and the location of a bunker. All right. So that is the entrance to the bunker. Again, still rumored until we actually find it, but 3 pieces of information pointing to the same general geographical location can't be entirely wrong, unless everybody's just lying to throw you off the trail. Right. Now, let's see here. So now that we've found that, got it out of the way, let's go back to Wyndham as quietly and as carefully as possible. That's easier said than done when you've got that little group of outlaw nonsense running around. See if there's anyone else worth talking to. Plus, I'd like to find a trader, if there is one in town, that has some useful items aside from Alf. Possibly a better weapon, possibly. Again, being mindful of where that roving band of outlaws, there's one there. We'll kind of move parallel to them, keep a distance. The rail yard. Now, when I left Wyndham, there was a bunch of outlaws up there. And I'm not 100% certain, but there is at least one, but I'm thinking two roving groups of those people who wander around. I expect Captain Sims is going to start talking again here in a second.
Attention! Wyndham Village is under the authority of the Quarantine Protocol. Acts of banditry and other breaches of the Penal Charter will be severely punished. In the name of Queen and country, follow protocol or face the consequences.
Yes, yes. God save the Queen. Here we go.
Citizens of Wyndham, volunteers are required for work details on Scaffold. Work out to help out.
Keep it civilized. No troublemakers.
I'm not doing anything. Just passing through. How do? And even though I am doing exactly nothing hostile, they're still eyeing me up.
So I said to him, "Where's my pal Johnny? What you done with him?" That bloody peacock says, "Oh, Mr. Wilmore is currently detained."
He never. They put poor Mr. Wilmore
like
in
having
that prisoner
another bloody
there.
war.
What for?
Wouldn't say, would he? Eh? All full of martial law this and special powers that.
Ugh, bunch of little Hitlers.
Our Davy never came back from France in the last one.
Oh, I know.
If he was still here with us, he'd have spat in the eye, that pompous little... The words fail me.
I know. But just keep mum about how cross you are, though. If they'll lock up Mr. Wilmore, they'll lock up anybody.
I guess that Captain Windbag, what sits down there in the village hall and talks on the PA all day long, is not very popular. What a surprise. Citizens of Wyndham. Hip, 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 hip. Anyone here? Oh.
Why here of all places?
If they'd resolved to do something so awful, why in the church?
Some bugger, pardon my French, wanted to make a scene, sir.
What's
Doom us
this?
all in the process. If the captain and his minions find out. Oh, I'm sorry, we're closed today. Please leave, please. I beg of you. Just forget you saw anything here and go. Please. So it seems. To visit this sort of thing upon the church is pure wickedness. Please, tell no one. I know how it seems, but I would not ask such a thing if it weren't for the good of the village. It's vital the military don't learn of this. We'll tidy up, but if the captain and his toy soldiers find out, things will become so much worse here.
Wow. Let's be curious for the
All I
moment.
can concern myself with right now is keeping this quiet. I must decide what to do about this before any soldier wanders in. I would suggest you let all this lie too. The matter is best left to the village to handle. Because if anyone so much as puts a foot out of line here, that captain claps someone in chains. So if he caught wind of a thing like this, I fear for myself and from a congregation. Besides, this is a village matter. We shall attend to it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to work out.
All right then, Vicar, if you say so.
You'll do the right thing, I'm sure. God go with you. What in heaven's name shall we do with you, Maisie?
Not enough, or more than enough fireworks. November 5th, 1957. Strange not to be celebrating Guy Fawkes night this year. Still, there was the event at the Atom plant, and that was more than enough fireworks for anyone, I would say. We are all glad that the radiation scare was short-lived. Mr. Pierman was saying he saw signs that the Army were expanding their camp on the other side of the wire. I don't understand why. It feels as if we're being treated as a threat to the country at large. I guess we'll move on then. Nicking a few scraps of cloth from the church seems kind of low, but I hope they won't hold it against me. What's this? Kepler's star, a page torn from a history book. Kepler's star is the common name for Kepler's supernova, the last supernova visible to the naked eye to date. It occurred in 1604 in the constellation Ophiuchus. I probably just butchered the crap out of that. And was visible even by day for over 3 weeks. While it is difficult to estimate its range, it cannot have occurred more than 20,000 light years from Earth. It was observed and recorded by disparate civilizations across the northern hemisphere. I have never been entirely clear on how to say that word, the name of that constellation, but I won't say it again so I don't butcher it anymore. What have we got down here? The scientist Garrow was captured. Friends, heard a report that the scientist Garrow was captured and carted off to the protocol camp in Scathermore. Seems like that's the location of the prison they keep threatening us with. Tread carefully. They've been on high alert ever since she showed up in town. Might be best to lay low until things calm down. A. Oh, are There's some people plotting mischief in the background. A growing discontent to the good captain's iron-fisted rule, perhaps? I guess time will tell. Wouldn't be very surprising, though, given the amount of grumbling you hear just by walking down the street. Oh, put that away. Well, I guess there's not much else one can do about that dead body they found at the altar, but to keep quiet for the time being and see where it all leads. The Vicar's Key. Let's go up into the bell tower, perhaps. Hello? Right. Cup of coffee and a carrot.
For now, anyway.
Oh. Violent birds. Now let's take a look at that again. Now that we're let's see. Okay, there's nothing in there. Wait a minute. Aha. We'll have to go after those at some point here in the near future. Ah, now we found it. It's bloody haunted. I hate being in the church at night. I hear noises all the time from that locked-off cellar, things moving around, voices muttering. Vicar says it's nonsense, that the place has been locked for years, but I know what I hear. It's bloody haunted, I'm sure of it. I begged the sergeant to take me off the night shift up there here, but he insists there's nowhere better to keep an eye on the town. If I tell him there's voices coming from the crypt, he'd think I was corrupted, and then I'd be for it. This bloody zone's enough to drive anyone mad. Well... that locked door in the cellar. Oh, hello. Well, you're not going to let me down the stairs, are you? Really? Alright then. Come on up. You come up, then I'll go down. What good's a stairwell when you ain't got enough room for two people to at least pass sideways? Is she even coming up here? Seriously. All right, back outside. I don't know. Thinking back on that dead body found in the church, if I had poked enough and had found myself involved in a murder mystery, I'd start thinking this was some kind of mock-up of an episode of Midsummer Murders. And in this particular instance, I don't think I'd be able to call on DCI Barnaby for help. Ah. Ah. Okay, there we go. Sticky bomb. Ooh. That sounds like fun. And when I say DCI Barnaby, I'm talking about Tom Barnaby, the original. My mother and I religiously watched every episode of that show.
If you encounter anyone who is unfamiliar
Tom Nettles
to you,
is awesome.
report their presence as soon as possible to the controlling authority. Your vigilance can save lives.
Let's save the game here. And then, this is the village hall, right? Yeah. Let's go in here and see what talking to Captain Windbags will get us. Oh, that was the guy complaining about the church a minute ago. Is that the captain? Oh, he teleported back to his desk.
Well, well, a new face.
You don't say. Captain Grant Sims. Hello, sir.
Good day.
Hello.
You'll forgive me if I'm less than cordial on first acquaintances, I'm sure. New faces often mean trouble. And yet, they may bring new opportunities, too. Tell me, where have you come from?
We'll be honestly unsure here.
Really? Well, you're not the first amnesiac I've seen since things went awry. Trauma does strange things to people. In case it wasn't made clear to you on the way in, Wyndham is under the protection of the protocol. You are permitted to move freely through the village. For now, at least. Consider it a gesture of goodwill. I hope it'll be reciprocated. But don't go causing any trouble here. Is that clear? And if trouble finds you, make sure you report it. Post haste. Now, there are certain things I like to discuss with new faces such as you.
Oh, here we go.
I would hope a stranger like you can provide me with some information. I want to know where you came from. I want to know what you can tell me about the outside. Trust me, you will be much better off aiding protocol than crossing us. Be under no illusions. We must eradicate the corruption that festers here before there is any hope of leaving this blasted place. If we were to work together, you and I, perhaps we might make some progress towards such an outcome. But step out of line, and I will revoke your liberties here just as quickly as they were given. So I ask again, did you come from the outside? What do you know? Well, this is disappointing. I was hoping you'd have something you were willing to share. We imprison strangers at the first whiff of trouble, but you can keep your liberties for now. I trust that will be more conducive to a timely recollection of your origins. In the meantime, be wary of this place. Do not be tempted to engage with any of the pagan sentiments some of the locals may try to foist on you. Such beliefs are dangerous and forbidden. Do I make myself clear? And if you still wish to have Protocol's aid, you'll just have to make yourself useful to me in other ways. The civilians in this village are a shady lot. Resistant to discipline and up to no good, I'm sure of it. We can hardly get the time of day out of them. But you're an outsider. They may not trust you exactly, but nor are they immediately suspicious of you. Sniff around. Keep your ears open. If you find anything I should know, come to me with it. If you want somewhere to start, well, we've had our eyes on Iris, the baker. I could send a patrol in, of course, but a softer approach might prove more efficacious.
Admittedly, people will usually be resistant to pressure when they've got the likes of the army breathing down their necks every time they walk out their front door, but that point seems to be lost on the good captain here. Still, let's see what he knows, if anything, about this. I'll likely get a very evasive answer, but we'll try it anyway.
That is a very dangerous word to be bandying about.
Ah.
I suggest you forget you've ever heard it. Whatever evil the scientists had hidden in there, it has wrought havoc on this place. So no one goes near the substation, understood? Anyone trespassing there will be shot.
The substation.
Good day to you. Stay out of trouble, eh?
See, I asked Captain Sims, the head of the protocol forces, about the interchange. He told me I should never mention that word again, but he let slip about a substation in the village being off limits. Something to remember.
Orders be blowed.
At the same time, the way Captain Sims talks makes me wonder if he's just an army officer, or if he's some kind of fanatic in a different direction from the people dabbling in pagan practices that he repeatedly mentions. What's this? Nip this in the bud. We need to deal with June at the tea room. She's smart, keeps her secrets well buried, but there's the stench of corruption about her. She's got history that she's not telling us, I'm sure of it. Best to nip this in the bud. If asked, it's standard sterilization protocol, and we've taken June to the detention facility. Don't let anyone inside the tea room once you've sterilized it. And bring anything you find of hers back here. Sims. Curious. I'm gonna nick all your ammunition, Captain. And he was talking about a woman named Iris. The good captain doesn't so much want supportive citizens helping him as he wants somebody to grass up people. He has whatever random suspicion he has about them. Oh, here's the loo. The gents. Old school. Get out of here. It's probably not best to be caught wandering around in the women's bog. Hello? Trying to think of what word would best describe that man. Toff. nonce, ponce, wanker, take your pick. They'd probably all apply. Who's... Oh, okay. Don't mind me, soldier. I'm just looking around. Stealing your bog roll. There's the...
The citizens of Wyndham.
Oh, here we go.
You are reminded that any building marked as sterilized is off limits prior to demolition. Trespass is a serious offense.
Stop in at the shop and see what might be of interest. Oh, this is nice. You get typical village store.
How'd you do?
Morris Wick. Hello. Let's talk to him. He's a right friendly looking fella, ain't he?
Welcome to Wyndham Village. Pardon my curiosity, but how is it the soldiers let you in? Did you bribe them? And if you did, what with? Aye, well, I can hazard a guess. Our little Napoleon, the captain that is, he keeps an eye out for folk like you. A stranger might be important. And if you're important, then that's another stepping stone out of the zone, isn't it? Anyway, where are me manners, eh? I'm Morris Wick, owner of this establishment. Take a look at what I have to offer, if you fancy.
Let's see what he says about this.
Big explosion, that's what. I remember it woke the whole village. We were out in the streets, wondering what were what. I mean, with all them atoms and such like they have over there. The soldiers rolled in and told us we were fine. That there weren't no radioactivity to be frit of. But then, in the next breath, they said we couldn't leave. Temporary quarantine protocol, they called it. Temporary, my hat. Look at them walls. Nowt temporary about them, is there? We had no choice but to take it on the chin. So we did. Well, most of us did anyhow. In the months after the disaster, some people started to turn a bit odd. Nothing bad, just different, you know. Kept going on about the soil calling to them. People you'd known your whole life, proper sober folk, suddenly talking about a new purpose. Then one night, they all upped and marched off into woods. Soldiers have been properly down about any talk, since that might sound a bit, you know, pagan. I shouldn't be talking about it neither.
He's a touch dodgy, isn't he?
Oh, you'd have to ask him that yourself. I'll leave that pleasure to you. Me, I'm happy here in the shop, where I never have to look at the man.
Very dodgy. All right. Well, it won't let me do it. I should be going. Let's take a look here right quick. Yeah.
Citizens of Wyndham, remember that your village is one of the
Addressing civilian.
bastions of
Stand
normality.
back, citizen.
Keep in that way. Be normal.
civilian. Stand back, citizen.
He sounds really friendly, don't he? String tea. Time for tea. Time for tea.
Oh, who are you?
Who am I? I'm me. But you can call me Drax. Uh-oh. Here's the one the captain was talking about.
I don't know you. You're not with the soldiers, are you? I run a lawful place here. Stick to every word of the protocol here, I do.
That doesn't sound even remotely shady, does it? And I'm not saying that to insinuate that I'm going to take whatever Captain Windbag up there said about this lady at face value.
Oh? Well, not that there's anything wrong with it if you did, it's just... Well, never mind. Now let me know if you're looking to buy something.
Let's see what she's got, just out of curiosity. Actually, let's be a little curious, a little nosy.
Oh, well, they get into everybody's business, bunch of busybodies digging around until they find all your secrets. But I've got nothing to hide, nothing at all. I haven't.
Everybody says that. I'll be friendly. And...
My, well, that's good to know. But I can hardly trust a stranger, can I? I'm sorry, but that's just how it is.
No, I understand. So let's see what she's got to trade. Cornish pasties, slices of cake, and loaves of bread. All right. Well, I will open that particular can of worms right there later.
I know.
Right now, I don't want to be parading around letting the whole village think I'm some kind of grass when I literally just walked in the front gate. Very recently. Oh, my goodness.
The contagion can be painlessly excised. Be vigilant. Be safe.
Wish to see you. Be sure what I can do. We're getting
It
nothing
says here,
done
script fragment 1. I'm not going to read this one. But, okay then. Might come in handy. Somebody might be looking for it. It and others like it.
Citizens of Wyndham, volunteers are required for work details on Scaffold.
Not sure I like the look of you.
I'm not sure I care. Now let's see here. Oh.
Of Wyndham, the woods are still off limits. If you need to approach the woods for foraging, request an escort at the village hall.
What have we got here? Oh! Found one of the goodies. Yay.
They better start showing me a bit of respect. There'll be trouble.
Well, I guess I'll have to...
Citizens of Wyndham, remember that your village is one of the few remaining bastions of normality within the that way.
Be normal. well.
Citizens of Wyndham, we cannot guarantee your safety beyond the village palings. Do you have a good reason to leave the village?
No, this must be that tea room everybody was talking about. Wow. We'll stay away from that for the moment. According to the map, there is an interchange entrance somewhere on the upper end of the village. Let's double check on the map one more time. Okay. That past the Grendel's Head, huh? Oh.
Citizens of Wyndham, you are reminded that any building marked as sterilized is off limits prior to demolition. Trespass is a serious offense.
This is the location they're talking about, huh? Okay.
Make do amend this, make do amend that.
These little gnomes are everywhere, aren't they, with their coffee and their carrot? Well, that's going to do it for this episode, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, drop a like, consider subscribing so you'll see my future videos. And if you have any questions, comments, or constructive criticisms, feel free to leave a comment down below. And as always, I will see you in our next episode. Cheers.